Hi, folks. It's round five at the World Cup, and Slovenia and USA battle this time in a match that could be decisive, but probably is not going to be. I think, well, it all depends on another match between France and Germany, F, and so far France is winning that one. And if France wins, it's all the rest of the games basically are less important. But the situation in the group is that actually Slovenia fights Norway more than anything for second place, and Norway is winning, so Slovenia needs to win too. And at the moment, it's 1-1, and we're going to watch the third game between Peter Shuck and Katja. And I believe they're going to start shortly. They, in fact, have already. So, again, they did not leave us any time to look at the decks. 2 minutes early, fair enough. Saraaa is here with me at some point, I think.
Hello.
Do you need me to move?
No, I look at the game on my screen.
Okay, so we start with well, Womb is here and two characters that are not very friendly for Vanquish. And on the other side stands Reducer and Econ, so pretty good except missing an attachment. So if Katya goes first, which she could and should against the gates potentially, she will get an extra gold. Now, does she care is the question.
Well, I think going first is better probably. Anyway, the only thing is, Womb has a lot of. Baratheon has a lot of things to do with Womb, right? Has Smith has banning the gates, and actually in this deck, which is not quite the same as the one I played, it's also city besieged, which makes sense if you play the gates. I don't particularly like the gates opening for Qohor.
No.
It it loses some of the initiative, but to be fair, I think Peter includes some really high initiative plots to compensate. So actually, the initiative is better than what I would play. But yeah.
Well, finds the Great Hall, so now there is goal to play another high coster. But yeah, you can't survive without any attachments. That's the thing, and they do cost two or three
Yeah,
the important ones.
the Traki deck also plays Ballard high, so with two high costers, then next round you're exposed to March if you don't marshal enough shots.
Well, let's see what comes in.
And 8 gold is a very decent start, I think, for the Dothraki deck. It's actually, I don't know if Miha mentioned before, but it's actually Peter's deck, the Dothraki one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not. Yeah, we based our deck. Well, wanted to base it on his deck from Stalek, or actually from the Seven Kingdoms,
Yeah.
right? That was possibly slightly updated.
Actually, I think the difference from the 7K and the Starek one is actually the Iron Throne that's banned in the open deck list, and it was also in the 7K, so yeah.
Yeah, but in the end, we didn't actually manage to make any changes. So Melisandre comes in. She's annoying because now, okay, Womb is here, so we'll see what comes in.
Womb is here, and so is Bodyguard for.
Well, this is a big character. Unfortunately, not quite big enough to win military.
Yeah, you would need Plaza as well to have double claim. It's actually so lucky to hit this one with Womb, right? It doesn't happen all the time. It's a rare occasion, but yeah, now it's going to be a bit of a waste on this round. And I think Melisandre is a good character for Qohor to find. The only downside is you can't keep her with one of the bigs, so once the Harris goes through, she's gonna be gone.
Yeah, so now what do we do? Yeah, free intrigue basically.
Well, free Melisandre has to defend if she wants to.
Yeah, and then if Melisandre defends, it's possible to do power in theory now. I think probably Stannis will ignore whatever comes his way here. Or maybe he might want to defend military. He's immune to events, so it's unlikely that something could happen that makes him lose. Does he care enough though? Now there's 2 reducers and 2 econ locations, so
Yeah.
you could spare a reducer here, right?
Interesting, there's apparently Godre in the deck as well. Didn't know that. And there is Forced March. So you want some of the inexpensive chats with military icons. I don't have that many.
Yeah, let's be honest, the Americans have messed up their plotline a little bit, but okay, it's playable.
I mean, it's not. I can imagine it working very well in some matchups. The problem here is the high initiative is not gonna matter that much if it gets played into one of the track is high initiative plot because they all do play the mate on the right. So yeah. And also, I think King in the North is such a good plot in Qohor is a bit missed here potentially in this matchup at least.
So unless there is a blood on my blood, there isn't. Stannis will stay standing there.
Yeah.
And you could do power, but then Stannis has his ability.
Yeah, he can draw 2 cards actually, so I don't think there's
no good reason to do it at this point. Better to use that character. Actually, well, it's not going to defend, is it? Because Stannis will intimidate with the Warhammer on the military, so maybe you could do it, and then Bara can draw 2. It's not going to do 2 challenges though. I don't know what's more important. Okay, she finishes, and okay, Peter lets her defend. Interesting.
And actually, the one change that we made for 7 Kingdoms in our Qohor was to get an extra Warhammer, which is, I think, Hanno's suggestion. That's a bit better. And I do think that only having 2 Warhammers can be a bit of a downside sometimes.
So there was actually blood on my blood. Could have brought in Qohor to intimidate Stannis in theory. What's he going to do now?
Well, it's a bit of a miss to not play this earlier. Can he stand someone? No. Is he the stand one?
No, he's not the stand one. He comes in and she's going to defend this for what it's worth. Maybe there's something nice in hand to protect here. And Stannis cannot stand. There's no attachment to bring in Lightbringer, so he's just going to do power, grab a card, and get a decent round, but okay. And now the Harris, right, to be worried about, so at least Targaryen can go here as wide as possible. As wide as...
But the 2 high cost characters are going to hand anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't think that... Yes.
Okay, this
makes sense.
This always happens, yeah. So trading bodyguard and no way to get them back.
Yes, and that's what I was saying, because there's also only 2 bodyguards and only 2 Warhammers, so whichever you trade, there's no way to get it back. And Warhammer is the most valuable attachment of the low-cost ones, of course.
Now is there going to be a Miss Sunday coming in for reserve. The Trucky Outriders. So potentially at some point things could come out of the dead pile, discard pile, I should say.
Yeah, there is one round where is barring, but no supporting the fate. Yeah.
So
also chose barring as well as I did for this tournament, but he does only have 1 barrack.
Let's see what the plan is here for Peter. Wasn't quite sure in testing exactly what the plot sequence is supposed to be.
Well, yeah, it's no good for smart possibility here, and yeah, I think barring. Oh, that's an early to Harris. Well, not necessarily bad choice.
So she maybe wants to just spam the board and forget about Harris.
Yeah, and as well, I think Melisandre is pretty annoying.
Yeah.
She don't have Plaza.
And an early barring, so...
So now that barring is gone, you are free to play Kalasar, Fury of the Kalasar, and...
Yeah, and also first now at the moment is a bit dodgy, but we'll see what happens with it.
Well, the second there's Aegon, the first no turn into pretty a good one, right?
I would like to see some economy. Well, this one doesn't last, but okay.
That's okay. You put something in, it's gonna stay there probably forever. Not too much. Um, Not too much aggro from Baratheon.
Now, can you trigger Womb? You can trigger it if you like. So barring stops anything coming in.
So all you do is shuffle your deck.
Yeah, so you can do that if you like. Actually, Jogo. So she keeps 3 gold, even spending the King's Road there, which means this 3 gold, I mean, there will be something. But actually, Blood of My Blood this round doesn't work, so I wonder what the plan is.
Blood on my blood doesn't work, and
Consuming works.
consuming works, but overwhelming also doesn't work.
Yeah. So maybe King's Road there was more important.
Imri, that's an interesting one.
Could ruin one round, but okay. This is not good for snow for Peter at the moment, or for Peter, I should say. Stein is growing big though.
Yeah, for sure. But there's that. Yeah, it's not gonna put anything in, but it does trigger.
Would have put in Rakaro.
Hagon was on top actually.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, if it's blind, then it's
Yeah,
pointless to obsess about it.
But it's always, when you trigger a Hollow Hill and you see, oh, I would have drawn Maya's or a High Reward.
Yeah. Some people don't want to draw in some situations. For instance, if they're over reserved, they prefer not to trigger Hollow Hill. That's almost never a good idea. I mean, if the Cersei is there and she's going to gain
That's what
power.
I was gonna say now with all those Lannister crossings, it's a bit,
But always, unless you have like the 5 best cards in hand, then you should always draw.
Okay, so Richard Horp is also in the deck, I didn't realize that.
He was a character that survived first now. At the moment, it has to be said that Septa and Friedman do not survive first now.
Of course. Yeah, but if you can get Aegon, it's a desired effect even.
Okay, so Intrigue was a no-brainer. Now what happens for the rest of the round? Does Jogo have stealth always? While you control another Blood Rider?
Oh, do we actually not have a Blood Rider?
Not at the moment.
That's unfortunate. And is there Lightbringer? No, there's now just that's Blessing. There's... So he can just defend instead, has to.
So Stannis can go a little bit crazy this round. I'm thinking still we have a chance to play first snow and then march to the wall afterwards is also a possibility, right? We do have both of those plots if I remember correctly. Now here is where you don't particularly want to give Stannis cards, but if he defends then he is kind of screwed for the stand.
I think if he defends then he's not going to be standing and doing extra challenges. You can borderline defend everything, but you have to do challenge with either Drogo or Rakaro because Imri can defend the other one.
Well, that's as good as anything at this, I think at this point. Now does Peter care?
Yeah, there is no push to the sword or anything like that. It would be disastrous.
And maybe it doesn't entirely work in this situation either against first snow because there's 2 characters that are basically claim soak I should say for first snow for Imri triggers. They will go back to hand anyway.
Yeah, and as well with this more aggro style deck, you need to have gold to repopulate. No.
Yeah, this. Yeah, I mean, you can get it to hand. Can you?
Yeah, but now you eliminate the threat of even having.
No, actually, you cannot. This is.
Yeah, this is waste
I
then.
think it's illegal to play it. Search your deck and put it into play. I mean, search your deck cannot just be search your deck and do nothing. It has to be search your deck and do something. And if that something is putting a card into play, then you cannot play that on barring.
Okay.
Or can you? If there was a character in the deck that said, while this card is in the deck, it's immune to plot effects or something. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
So that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good at all. Might have been searching for Qohor or something.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been great on the first snow round instead.
I remember the previous round. Yeah.
By the way, now that barring is gone, there is Fury, of course.
Yeah.
So Fury into barring was one of the worries we
Yeah,
had.
but the thing is now, see, I think the problem here is now there's no threat to have consuming flames even. Because otherwise he has to at least think about it.
Here
Yeah,
we
and
go.
now all the challenges are gonna be won back unopposed even.
Yeah. Probably take Drogo's dupe here.
Yeah, no reason not to.
One, two characters. In case he immediately triggers. Although if he sacks the icon on first now, it's dodgy. So Lightbringer presumably coming in. And then you might want to trade it for a hunting accident if you are Peter. I don't know how worried he is about the sequence we keep mentioning first now into either military claim or just march to the wall.
Bodyguard, you probably want to have bodyguard.
Possibly, yeah.
You have disputed. Oh, well, we could have marshaled this raiding carousel instead of the other one.
It was for bodyguard.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
And has another challenge actually. So,
I'm just gonna draw a card.
but if he trades Lightbringer, then he's not going to get renown.
Yeah, thinking he might be happy with just leaving it.
So possibly now the Smith to get rid of Womb on the first snow turn. He could play Forced March as well.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good position for forced march.
He could even go first.
If it is first snow, if Kali doesn't go for something like Fury.
Just don't play the Mother again. It's always the Mother when we keep guessing what plot would be best.
Yeah, Mother is definitely not the one. Although there is not a lot of cards, but Qohor is not gonna spam a lot of characters in to get any substantial draw. But it was not great either. Which one can go first to force march? March to the way, that's not worth it now.
Yeah,
First
wasting
knows.
that King's Road and playing Blood of My Blood was not great. I mean, this could have helped in future rounds. Even just getting Reading Colossal into play.
And the board, yeah.
It's a good first now. Well, Fury into Forced March actually is slightly better than first snow into Forced March, I think. Given the 2 will nil now. Can... Bara is on 7. It's not close enough to get an Imri in challenges and just try to win.
Not with Stannis, but if that's a Robert Marshall, it might be a different story. But alright, if there's Robert, that's the only thing that's coming in. And not sure though if we're going to be able to push any challenges through. Oh no, Beric.
Okay.
Well, it's looking a bit dodgy.
Yeah, not great. Now first snow is kind of
Yeah.
Berkenstein is there. Not
Yeah,
great anymore.
it's air. It's Shirin or something. Shirin Shiraf or something.
And I think also with the hair is gone.
And now Beric is going to be keeping stuff on Earth as well. So, Jogo will struggle, yeah.
What?
It's gonna be too intimidates.
What's coming in? I think Kalasar would be nice, but it was lost last round. Well, big-ish character here.
Yeah, not quite big enough to defend against Stannis and Beric. Well, they can defend now. You could just do power with all of them. Stand. Stannis, you intimidate one. Okay, Stannis don't just do no challenge or no. Even if you force defend, that's still right. Well, if you intimidate one and lock the other, Stannis can win military good.
So going power first is the plan with everyone.
Yeah, makes sense. So now I think you have to leave this or defend with Septa maybe.
Yeah, probably just leave everything unopposed. I mean, you get the Beric trigger, you get the Stannis stand, Stannis might attack again. But it is a two-claim plot, so if stuff is left standing, to do two-claim power and military.
But it can't. I don't think you can have stuff standing to do both of those challenges.
No, but at least something, right? You can't intimidate and lock absolutely everyone.
But honestly, if you let them, he can intimidate one, lock the other, then intimidate the one that's left. But
And one is left standing to do two-claim power or two-claim military. Defends with an awkward number.
yeah.
So that's still enough to intimidate anyone here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like she's just going to try to stop the unopposed stuff, and that will be it for this round. Honor guard is prevented from standing, so the honor guard was
It's prevented from kneeling.
from kneeling. It's that's the one that goes back to hand from the plot.
Not even gonna be there for the initiative dominance. Yeah, now it's gonna be an unopposed military, and the other one's gonna be nerfed. That's 12. It's gonna be 12 too.
I'm afraid so. Okay, so there is no way to win from here, whatever plot you choose, I think. With Stannis and Beric there, I can play City Besiege now, I think.
Yep.
Could even play, I mean, Matkins Command is slightly more dodgy, I wouldn't play that.
I think if you just go for City Besiege and if it's first no, you just sack Imri.
Yeah.
Although Katya could play Vanquish to win initiative.
But then it's, I mean, the board survives then, right?
Well,
Here we go.
okay, so actually, the Smith. Yeah, and I think we talked about this now. You can actually trigger a wound in draw phase, right? To just draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Just Recaro. Yeah, but the econ is not great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can't even march for econ now. It's not even enough gold for econ.
I think
Oh,
with
actually,
the 6 gold plot while marshalling this does nothing because it's going for first now. It's Imri
why?
soak anyway, but yeah,
Okay.
not the best. I think he has another high cost in hand, that's why the Smith probably. Well, that's it for this game. So that's the USA taking the lead. It's not the best day. But
Yeah.
again, we're hoping that.
I fumbled my crossing game a little bit. Think in retrospect I could have won.
Yeah, this one we could have been closer, certainly. A couple of things there.
Yeah, I think if you manage to aggro this Qohor board, once you are in the position where one of your high costers is getting march and you don't have claim soak, it's over. But now, yeah.
So now that the Blood Rider will do something.
Yeah, yeah. You just Septa, Blood Rider, and I suppose you can deal Khal Drogo. He's going to be. It's going to be some potential to stand. But yeah.
And yeah, if Katya had more than one gold, that would be nice, but one is awkward.
Yeah, and not even a high road. I mean, it wouldn't matter now because it's mid, but
And not a summer plot.
in fact, winter plot. Well, not even nightmares can help here because it's tennis. Yeah, I mean, you can, I think, concede at this point, but there's no inverse in both of the decks. Yeah.
Probably the best play for Baratheon is just to defend with both. Could use the bodyguard.
You defend with tennis, I think you're good anyway. But you can defend with both anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's 14 and okay.
I mean, I don't think there's anything. You can't even use, if you theoretically had consuming flames can be used on Stannis.
No.
Yeah. not. Yeah. If this was Robert, that's something, but
That Imri sucked anyway in the end, but I think the game was lost anyway. If the aggro was a little bit more successful, maybe he would have been gone by this point.
and I don't think Imri mattered a lot
No.
because
Even with everyone standing here.
even with, I mean, Melisandre nailed the stealth one, so you had 9, and at that point you could just defend with both of them.
So that's it. That sucked really hard. So congratulations to the USA for the win.
Yeah.
We don't get such easy wins with Qohor, unfortunately. Hopefully one coming later though.
Well, yeah, it's. I did 2 games in testing, and maybe it is 3, I don't know, but there's just some of the most one-sided games. Some go horribly, some go great. So
Yeah, but knowing your luck, we'll see. So that's 2-1 for the USA. And yes, they cannot get through anymore. They're too far behind in this group. But they can certainly get points against us if they can continue to perform this well. And I don't know how many games we'll get to do this week. Try to record some, but I have 2 to play, and those are always tricky to record and then commentate as well. And I'm not sure the others not really. Saraaa plays later, and then the others not scheduled yet. So we'll see. And might be busy times anyway. But well, if you're winning, you might see some. If you're losing,
yeah,
less
I
likely.
mean, it feels a bit biased. We only post some of those that we're winning, but it is so hard if you don't record the commentary live to go back to see your losing games and record the commentary for them. It's just unfun.
Yeah, I mean, there's 150 players playing, so if you want games recorded, or if you want your wins recorded, it's not that difficult. Don't count on me to do that, and then commentate in a positive manner on defeats.
Yeah,
So,
it's unfun and takes an hour. Yeah.
okay, so thank you for watching this one with us, and we'll see you next time.
Okay. Bye bye.